here's another vantage point of the lake. I'll step to the side here. Beyond that tree, you can see there's a couple people there with their sleds and their chairs, and they're actually ice fishing. And what occurs to me is that, again, as above, so below. Here's this seemingly solid lake of ice, but beneath the surface, as you drill down, there's all kind of life. There's just a plethora of fish and water that's not frozen. And so we're going through the same thing again in humanity. We perceive things with our five senses, but there's a lot going on beneath the surface, so to speak. So don't give up hope. You know, when you trip and fall, brush yourself off, get back up. It's all part of the process. If it was easy, everybody'd be doing it. I think everybody on this planet is doing it, but there are some souls that maybe many may say that the best of the best or the strongest of the strong souls come here for these types of transformational environments. And this is to help other individual beings. It's to help our planet, the universe, everything. Many of us are looking for that complement, that perfect person to not complete you, but stand beside you, not in front of or behind you, as Jody Messina eloquently sings in her country song. And so it's very interesting how an individual's perspective changes as you grow in consciousness. And those who suited you at one time no longer do. And sometimes you outgrow your friends, your significant others, your family. And this is all part of the process. Having that discernment to know that you're not here to save other people or fix them. They just have to be who they are and where they are. And love them enough to walk away. And I've had to do that over and over in my life, and don't get any easier. Well, I guess it gets a little easier because at least you understand the process, but I mean, it really pulls on your heartstrings. So, again, I'm speaking from the heart. I'm not speaking from some guru that's in a cave that's speaking from a rock or up on stage and just saying these are the things you have to do, and this is the only way. And I've done it, and it's easy. It's not. This is the process. We all go through it. There's not one master that has traversed this planet that didn't have some kind of challenge. That's the whole purpose of being here. So know that it doesn't matter where you are on your path. We're all in the same boat, basically. Some of us are just playing different parts. Some of us are the captain, some are whether you're in a boat that needs oars, some people are rowing. What's beautiful is we come here collectively to play out a part. And again, as I've said in the past, it's kind of like a play or a movie. And you could visualize and imagine that the archangels or masters or guys, they're in the seats. And as the curtains open up, we're there to play our part. And we've forgotten our highest potential. In fact, we've self-imposed this amnesia on ourselves to make it more interesting. And we're here to play this game. And so when you know that, and you know that you never truly die because everything's energy, it just changes, then you know that this is just a game that we're here to play from a higher perspective or a higher vantage point. Some people will be triggered by this and they'll start bringing, oh, what about this person that did that and that's not right. I can't say that they're wrong because that is a reality, but as you stand in a higher vantage point and looking down, you see the bigger picture and you realize, We are all children of the universe. We're all energetically the same, and not one person is better than another. We're all equal. We just play different parts. And from a perspective, from a higher perspective, I just thought I'd show you the sun that's out here coming through the clouds. From a higher perspective, all just is. Everything's in its perfection. It's how you perceive it. Because we live in polarity, and you could look at it as good or bad, or it could just be in a neutral state. And it's all about balance. That's the key, and it's difficult. I get pulled out of balance quite frequently. I get triggered by family, friends, and and to me that's my test to know, like, okay, I got to get back into balance. I have learned that my body is telling me when I'm down a vibration. It's like, oh man, I need to go meditate, and that's my way of getting back into balance. This could be a form of meditation, even right here, just getting out into nature. You don't have to do what we all talk about, like the guided meditations, or just laying on your bed or sitting on your couch or something. This here is just, it's so still right now. And I'm glad I was just thinking in my mind as I was talking, like, God, I wish I had somebody to share this with. But you know what? I'm reaching so many people when I put these videos out. And somebody forgot their glasses. Curious. And they're not rose-colored, so I'm not sure what that message is, but I'm sure somebody will chime in whenever I post this and tell me what their impression was of that. Could be as simple as this veil that's lifting, and you take off your sunglasses because you have a different perspective, which I was just talking about, and all of a sudden your vantage point changes just by taking those sunglasses off. So that's kind of what I get out of that, but you guys tell me. Crows in the background. There's little Tweety birds up in this tree over here. You probably, I don't know if you can see them. The wind's picking up a little, so hopefully that's not too annoying for you guys to appreciate this beauty here. Really interesting. I don't know if you guys can see these crows. They just landed in that tree. There's a glare on my phone, so I can't really see if I'm picking them up or not. But what's interesting is they were over here in these hemlocks, and these crows across the lake started calling, and all of a sudden they started 2 by 2 going across the lake for reinforcements, and they were over there calling them, and they're over back behind me responding. And what was interesting was, as they were flying across the lake, you can see right in the center there's 2. One took off out of there, and these other 2 landed there. So I don't know if they were telling them there's food there or what, but it was quite curious. Oh, this is what I wanted to say earlier. So, I was talking about the veil, and it's like this energetic blindfold almost. And the other day, I was laying down, and I was actually, I pulled a muscle in my back, and I went to this massage therapist, and before she came in the room, I was laying face down, and of course I could see to the floor. And all of a sudden my vision changed. I could see this fluid. It was, here comes a crow there. It was, I can't say it was like water because it was almost like a gel, is what I could see. And I could see it was moving slowly around. And so when we talk about the veil of energy, the veil of forgetfulness, I think there's many uh, variables there, or meanings. And so if you take a minute and you focus and you just get into a quiet place and you just look straight out away, not like focusing on any individual thing, but just kind of clear your mind, and all of a sudden you start to see things like auras around trees and auras around people, animals, all that. But in this case, this was just like fluid. Like instead of the air being what we would perceive as air, it was more like a gel. And it was really interesting to me. So I don't know if anybody else is having those types of experiences, but it takes a little bit of concentration, and it definitely takes to get out into nature or into a quiet place, because where you're at, if you're in, say, a city where there's lots of different chaos or chaotic energies from people, too many people and vehicles and electric or power lines and all those types of things, it kind of it brings the individual person down an octave or a vibration, and therefore you can't reach these states that you can truly see beyond your humanness. And these are just suggestions. You guys can try it out and see what you come up with, and just comment. And just, I think the comments help the most for people that don't believe in it or are afraid to try it. They're in fear. But when they know that it's a reality because more than one person is saying it, then all of a sudden it's like, maybe there's something to this. Maybe I better try it. Here comes one real close. So if you guys look up crow for Ted Andrews, these crows are all around me here. So I don't have my little pocket guide with me to tell you, but you can hear them. They're just, here comes this guy here. He's coming right over to us. Check it out. He's like, here I am. I don't know if I'm picking this up or not. There, he's going over that tree. So as you can see, while I'm doing this video, maybe if you look that up under Ted Andrews, what crows indicate, what's the meaning of it. And it's like a totem to some people. And for the purpose of this video, they're all around. So to me, that's a message like, okay, we should look this up because it's going to be pertinent to the discussion. And so with that, I think I'm going to shut this off because I can only do like 15-minute videos. So sending you guys love, light, and laughter from central Pennsylvania. And this sun is just so cool right now. And the crows are saying hi. Love you guys.